Cybernation Uncensored.
Hey, we're officially live. Everyone can see us and hear us now. Everybody say hi. Let's check your mics. Hey, some of you may have noticed we got a new player with us. We'll get into that momentarily. Hey, a little late to check in the mic there, Naomi, but it's all good. I'm glad it works. Chat, let us know. Yeah, if anybody's muted, anybody gets frozen, we'll get that shit fixed right away. This is our team Veritas, our neocorp, our media neocorp, set in Night City. We do this on the second and last Wednesday of every month, right here. But before we get into Team Veritas and all the details about that, and maybe a little mini recap, and then into today's special session, let's do like we always do first. Let's go around the table. Everyone, introduce yourself. Let people know where they can find you online, and then just give a brief introduction of your character. Naomi, start it off. Hey, oh, Alex says muted. Was somebody muted? Oh, couldn't hear. I can hear her. Can everybody else hear her? Oh, okay. Is chat having a problem hearing her? Let's try it again. Yeah, try it again. Check your mic. I just kind of refreshed the desktop audio. Check it again there, Naomi.
All right. Can everyone hear me now?
Chat, let us know. I just refreshed it. Hopefully it's coming through. Perfect. All right. Let's redo that.
All
Naomi, take the mic and introduce yourself and then your character.
Hi, my name's Naomi. I'm also known as Mad Lass McGee in the chat. I play Cynthia, the exec, also known as the Executioner. It's nice to see everybody again.
Hell yeah. I might have to get that Executioner up there on the overlay. I love that nickname, the Executioner. All right. Jancic.
I am Jancic. You can find me at most social media as Jancic_1. And I am playing Wolf, the solo, who is slightly off his rocker, but hey, some therapy is, done be good in the past. But cyberware is calling my name again. We'll see.
He's had his moments. And my beautiful wife, Val.
Oh, I'm Big Val. You can find me at Twitter at cyber_Valerie. I'll get it right sometimes. And you'll find me here on the beginning of the month, at the end of the month, playing with this beautiful team. And then also starting with Sharon Estron. I can't wait. You're going to be playing that at the end of the month. Yeah. But today I play Phoenix, your fixer. She's stylish, she's cute, and she's Southern. And when she has her synth coat, she talks regular. We still haven't figured that out yet. But welcome, everybody. You guys are all back.
Yeah. And Will.
Hi, I'm Will. You can find me on Twitter at Billy Huddles. Also in the Cyberpunk, Cybernation Uncensored Discord as Rook. Always mess that up. And then you can catch me here with this group on the second and last Wednesday, but also every Saturday as on Team Nevermore. But today I will be playing the Gonzo Media Looper and his crazy antics of fucking shit up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got to get that character artwork up. I didn't even think, aside from you and the avatar, I should get a copy of that just to throw up on the map section nice and big for chat to be able to see that artwork that your buddy made, because that stuff looks awesome. It's so good. So we got to show that off next session. Remind me of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and everybody in chat might have noticed we've got our new player here, my buddy Chris. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name's Chris. You can usually find me on most stuff as Cold Spider 04. And I will be joining the campaign as a tech named Tomcat. He is he's heavily inspired by Tom Waits. And he works on brain dances, and That's all I'm going to tell you for now. We'll get into that here in a bit. So let's get on with it. Jim Rob.
Oh yeah, I already love them. And look, we've got Rob Grad 98 in here from Team Nevermore, dropping something pointless and random. It looks like so. We'll see how that plays out and what happens with that. Nice. Alex is my name. Says killing the Mohawk in jacket. Hell yeah, I love it. Great look. All right, cool. Let's do. I'll do a little mini recap here, and then we'll dive in. A shout out to Vampire Bite, Storm Wolf, everybody in there. That's awesome. So yeah, this is Team Veritas, basically in Cyberpunk Red. If you're not familiar, during character creation, you can sell yourself to a corporation or a crime family or the military to get some extra money, but obviously that comes with some stipulations. The other option here is we can put together unique teams. We can be an edge runner team. We can be individuals that run into each other, just like normal sessions you might see. In other life path options, they have individual sort of life paths based on the individual roles that you can kind of lean into. Well, in this team, what we've done is we came up with kind of a balanced team where we've got our exec, we've got our media, we've got a solo fixer, now we've got a tech. We created a kind of neocorp, a media neocorp, basically, like I mentioned earlier, where the team can basically crack stories and try to run their own business. So it's kind of a different approach where it's not really just a random team put together, some edge runners doing gigs or whatever. They're kind of running their own thing. They basically have to break a big story at least once a month to satisfy the sponsors, which covers their bills. Their bills being their home base. They have an abandoned firehouse, kind of like the Ghostbusters, that they need to renovate, kind of fix up, but they've made do with it, patching a hole in the wall, kind of, and just doing what they can do to get by. But they've got the home base. They've cracked a couple stories already. They've increased their rep even outside of Night City. They've even gone down to Los Angeles and cracked a story saving Cynthia's uncle from a sticky situation. I recommend everybody check out the VODs on the Cybernation Uncensored YouTube channel. You'll basically find all the past sessions, see all the plots and crazy things that this team has been through. But right now, they're just coming off of that Los Angeles campaign, and they're back in Night City. And like I tend to do in between campaigns, I love having the team just kill some time, meeting up at the 24-hour cafe that I created there in the upper Marina of Night City, where they can get back together, grab a bite to eat, recap what they've been doing over the past week, which we talked about starting off with the side hustle for the team. So we'll go around the table and we'll roll the side hustle, and then we'll go back around the table and everyone kind of bring that story to life. That'll be a lot of fun. But that's the gist of it. That's the gist of the 24-hour cafe. Is it's a fun time to just straight up role play, a little recap on the previous campaign, maybe have a little fun in the cafe, but get some hints towards the next campaign possibly. And in this case, introduce a new character. So we'll see how that unfolds. Before we dive in and we get today's session going, I do want to give a shout out to my supporters on Patreon. It means so much to have you there. All of you are the fuel on my fire. Some of you right here. Joseph Holder, Naomi Madlass, William Huddleston, Jamie Minch, John Erfurt, Leaded Coffee, Chris Anderson, Matt James, GM Reservoir Panda, Rothan, a.k.a. Renegade, Revolver Gray, Samurai Max, Steve Barr of Sirenscape, official sponsor here at Cybernation Uncensored, Zeno, Zach, Capricious Nature, Cyber Smiley, Raven, Andy Stretton, Copious Salt, Derek Lawrence, Daniel Terry, Alex Maxwell, Nicholas King, Tracy Goodwin, a.k.a. Stink Palm Igor, Chris Callies, and Night City Nasty. So yeah, shout out to all of you. Seriously, you're the fuel on my fire. You keep this brand going forward, and you keep pushing me, creating more content, more gameplay, and just more fun. And I love all of you for that. Seriously, I do it because I have a passion for gameplay, but it's your support that's absolutely validating and just makes this just so much better. So seriously, thank you. All right, cool. Speaking of Sirenscape being an official sponsor, let's get some Sirenscape sounds going. We'll take it to the 24-hour cafe. It's a fairly busy day as you enter the upper marina. I'll give a little visual there from Fantasy Grounds. Shout out to Fantasy Grounds, another official sponsor of Cybernation Uncensored. We've got the little 24-hour cafe imagery right there. I'll pop up just to set a mood. And yeah, you basically make your way into the cafe. It's busy as hell. Waitress doesn't even turn around to just gesture. There's a booth open. You see the booth open. It's luckily the one you usually sit at. And you make your way over as the four of you sit down at the booth. I'll let you kind of take a little, at least, hey, how you been? in character. You haven't seen each other for the past week, even though you live in the same home base. The past week, all of you have spent doing a side hustle. This is just a moment just to say hi to each other.
Oh Lord, I had to squeeze into this booth. I fell out for a second there, picking up my change.
Go over, let me sit next to you.
Yeah. Do you want the window seat or?
Oh, I prefer being by the door.
Oh, okay.
All
I
right,
can get out faster.
in. Check out the window. Make sure there's no bullet holes. Oh, I'm always paranoid sitting by this window.
Why? What did you get up to this week?
This and that. Been fairly busy. Yeah, we got some. Me and Val, we kind of do some side stuff for the Sanguinettis too. So we don't bring y'all into it sometimes.
I don't know who this Val is. My name is Phoenix, my darling.
Yeah, it's right about that moment, the waitress comes up to the table. You see her with her red hair, her name tag Donna. You normally have her waiting on you when you're here. She pretty much works here 24/7, just like the cafe being open, and the name would suggest. But she walks up and, hey guys, it's me, Donna. I see you're back. Yeah, just let me know what you want to order. Look, the AI menu thing is just on the fritz, so you just let me know. And right then the AI pops down. It's like, hello, please pay your tab or I will be forced to tell the authorities and press charges, please. And then Donna bangs on it as it sucks back up. See, it's been popping down, telling people to pay and then triggering the silent alarm. It's been a pain in my ass for the past week, but I'll take your order.
Get tech to fix that.
Yeah, we really should. It's been on the fritz, but hopefully we'll get somebody in. I told the owner, but he just hasn't done shit about it yet. But yeah, how's everybody doing? I'll take your order. Yeah, let me know.
I have a coffee. Large, please, darling.
Yeah, just bring the whole pot.
You got it.
Yeah, coffee.
Yeah.
2 slices of dry toast.
Ew.
Really?
All right.
Ew.
Are you on a diet or something? What's going on here? What is that?
That sounds raw.
You spent all your money on that game again?
No. I mean, yeah, I did buy a couple loot crates, but I mean, still, it's. I was doing okay. I was being good.
You got the new equipment from that's what you were doing for 10 minutes, opening the loot crates. What do you mean a couple? That's a whole new set of armor. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and I mean, my guy needed armor in the game.
What about your eating in real life?
I think you might could use some armor. Maybe fix that camera that's freaking out all the time.
Getting us in trouble.
Well, I was hoping.
Filming Sixers in LA just randomly for no reason whatsoever. You need to get that thing back up.
That's why I'm thinking maybe I should get myself some cyber eyes. Get video cameras in there. They'll never know I'm filming.
Sounds like a great idea.
You'll just tell them you're filming. You just got such a big mouth.
Hey, you, turn around. I'm trying to get a good shot of you.
Red light is on.
And right then, Donna comes back by, dropping off a couple pots of coffee, 4 cups, little side of sugars and creamers and just different things. And here you go. Just take care of yourself. If you need anything else, just flag me down. You want to order food, just flag me. We're busy as hell. I'm sorry.
Take your time. Donna, you absolute angel. Thank you.
She goes scooting off. And, now that the team got to settle in a little bit, at least into the table, they got their coffee, they're getting their caffeine in them, kind of waking up a bit. Why don't we have the team just kind of reminisce what they've been doing in the past week? And to do that, I'd like to do the side hustle table, and then we'll go around the table one by one, rolling to see what we got. Then we'll go back around the table in that same order as you bring that story to life. So basically, after you roll, you have the amount of time of all the other players rolling before we get back to you to think of a story. So let's see how this goes. It should be fun. It'll be a nice little exercise for us, a little improv. And all right, cool. I've got the book open here. Let's start with Cynthia. Let's take it to the exec. Give me a 1d6.
You got it.
And for that, you just grab the D6 on Fantasy Grounds. You can toss it in that chat window. That D6 at the bottom there. Nice. All right, cool. You got a 6. 6. What rank are you now? Roll ability rank?
5, I
5.
believe.
Yeah, so you took out a legitimate target. You took out a legitimate target that was threatening a job and took their funding. So you took out a legitimate target that was threatening a job and took their funding. And that basically earned you 300 eddies. So add 300 eddies here, and then just think of a story to go with that scenario. Let's go to Wolf. Give me a 1d6.
All right. 3.
And you're rank 5 as well, right?
I'm rank 6.
Oh, rank 6? Okay, nice. The same thing. You got 300 eddies and difficult hit or extraction. So a difficult hit or extraction. So you can think of how to make that work. Phoenix, give me that 1d6.
I'm a 5.
Got a solo or a net runner, a profitable job, and took your agency fee. So you got a solo or a net runner, a job, and took your agency fee of 300 eddies. So you earned 300 eddies. All right, let's check Looper. Give me that 1d6.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Okay, what rank are you now?
5.
To rebuilt some tech, you scavenged in the combat zone, and you got 200 eddies for that. And then Tomcat, even though you're not at the table part of this side hustle thing, let's do that for fun and get you some extra eddies and a story to think about. Give me a 1d6.
Sorry, hold up. What was mine?
It was... what did you roll, a 2?
2.
Oh, I read on the wrong chart. It was sold cyberware from a failed medical case. Or no, still the wrong chart. Oh, wrote a popular puff piece that you got some to notice and some cash. So yeah, same, but it's 300 eddies, not 2.
All right, looks like I rolled a 4 on mine.
Okay, 4.
And I'm a rank 5.
Okay, 4. Did some modifications or repairs to some cyber deck. So you must have did some modifications or repair to a Netrunner's cyber deck.
All right.
So in case that interesting story comes up, think of something there. But at the table, you're all sitting there, made a little small talk, getting back together, and the conversation of what everyone's been up to the past week came up. Everyone knows that all 4 of you have been running around just trying to do a side hustle, make a little side cash before you look for the next big story to break or whatever. But yeah, Cynthia started off.
I really didn't do much. Oh, yeah, there is a copycat company who popped up. I convinced them to kind of step off. It was interesting. Managed to get them to pay me instead of turning them in, so. Copyright lawsuits will surprisingly make people pay out of pocket for it.
Well, that's executing more than just lives, I see.
It is what it is.
Hey, copycat company, that sucks. I think that's good that she got rid of them if someone's trying to step on your toes, you know. What about Wolf?
So yeah, I was kind of planning on doing absolutely nothing, but Phoenix calls me up and says, "Hey, Mr. Sanguinetti wants to talk to you. He's got an easy job for you." Should have known better. Go down there. He's like, "Yeah, I just want you to go and do this hit for me. You know, it's real easy." Gives me an address. He says, top floor, Arasaka Kanat penthouse. Yeah, real easy. It was great. Almost got shot 4 times. Had to replace my armor. It was fantastic.
I mean, on the bright side, at least it was only 4 times. It could have been a lot more.
Wait, when you say you almost got shot 4 times, you mean you did get shot 3 times and missed the 4th shot, or?
No, I shot a couple of times, but almost got shot 4 times. I walked away from it, so it was a good score. I think Phoenix may have made more money than I did off of it, actually, but but hey, she did hook me up, so we're good.
And what about Phoenix in her past week?
Well, a little side note on my past week. Remember when we were all on the bus and you guys kept falling asleep and kept hearing it kind of bumpity every once in a while?
Yeah.
Well, I was retesting how to drive again. So I was refreshing my memory because, my Nomad family, we all learned how to drive when we were babies, and I kind of left off on that. So with her teaching me all that, how to drive, it kind of helped my side hustle with what I was doing. I was helping a solo. He needed a driver, a little getaway driver, so I was his date, and that was probably the one he was shooting at you because he's a jackass, doesn't even know where he was doing with his gun. But I was helping him get away. That was a lot of fun. Got to drive different cars and stuff, so if you guys are looking to get a car,
So
my driving abilities is all back.
Yeah, so Phoenix got a little bit of driving skill. Seems like maybe Kira taught her some driving skills on the way back from Los Angeles.
Yeah, she refreshed my memory on some driving tips.
Yeah, so maybe eventually if the team can get a vehicle or gets to that point, at least now you have somebody that can drive. So that's a good option.
But I forgot the solo's name, by the way, because it was everything so happening so quickly. But whatever, I'll come across him again.
I'm hurt. You're seeing other solos behind my back.
Well, I'm hurt. Did you hurt my feelings over in LA with my little fixer friend? But at least I got his watch to remember him by, though.
I'm living for this drama and intrigue, honestly.
I don't know. I thought you were going to go back and see the guy at the Cyber Cafe. You seem really sweet on him.
Oh, that's just my little meatball. He's just my little contact. But I was really looking forward to knowing that fixer gentleman, babyface. But you guys, I don't know what hot-headed guys you guys doing that day. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to talk to him again. But like I said, at least I got one of his watches. Hopefully he doesn't miss it.
He seemed kind of friendly when we left. He said it was all business. And, we didn't kill him. Or his friend. And we still
wanted to.
You still have those pictures of his friends, too, That might give you some leverage.
I do. Those are so much fun.
I'm still curious on how you managed to get them into that position. Like, they were just so thrilled.
No, I need to go there. I had that visual image, and I don't need to. I don't really need to say it again. I really don't.
I'm charismatic. What can I say? I'm adorable.
Speaking of Kira, did somebody go see her off? I know she's planned on flying her out to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she went and stored her bus but she didn't want to tell anybody where she stored it, which is very interesting. But I understand. But she went and stored it and said, "Bye to me." Gave me nice little.
I got lunch the day when she was leaving.
Yeah, we had a couple of drinks the night before, but I didn't see her off the next day. I had to go infiltrate a tower.
What about Looper for the past week, breaking that puff piece? A popular puff piece turns into cash.
Puff piece for fucking Savage Docks. Apparently their reputation has gone down a little south because they got some hot water over I guess some of their tiger claws went and stole some chip from a club or something like that. You guys heard of Club Euphoria? I don't know, some perpetual motion. I don't know what the fuck they needed it for, but or even if they did it. So I just had to write this puff piece about how all the good work they do and all the new things they got coming and yada yada. Puff nonsense.
Nice. And yeah, why don't Cynthia, Wolf, Phoenix, and Looper give me a perception check, and then Tom give me a stealth check.
Ooh. 27.
Ooh. 13.
Yeah, and on your character sheet to roll that, Tom, you look at the little red symbol next to your stealth skill, and if you double click that red, it should roll it for you.
And that would be it. Would that be under? Oh, here it is. All right, the red one.
Yeah, where it says red right next to your stealth skill, if you double click that red logo, it should do it on your character sheet.
Just
Okay.
clicking dice.
Chicken thighs?
Chicken thighs.
I was clicking on the dice on the other side,
Funky
not the red
spice.
symbol. The worst game of Whisper Down the Alley I've ever
Did
played.
she say, I wish I was Baby Spice? What? How did...
What?
I'm wearing Old Spice.
That was odd. Yeah, so, Wolf and... well, I still need... Cynthia, is that your perception? Or I didn't get your perception yet.
Some comment came up.
That's not. Why am I not going? That's so bizarre.
Did you double click the red?
Yeah, it's just not doing it.
Yeah, mine was kind of glitchy too.
You can grab the dice and drag it over too.
Well, that's what I did originally.
Here, I'll open
It looks like-
yours. Let me see.
Looks like you're on here twice.
Ha!
Yeah,
Those are
you
the
might.
same
Yeah,
anyway.
you might be opening the wrong sheet. You might have two of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I just had to. I closed out one and reopened another one.
That's what it was. Yeah, the old one open. Yeah, so basically, Cynthia, Wolf, and Looper. Not so much Phoenix. Maybe she's busy counting the money that she made on the side hustle and just reminiscing about the money she made since all this talk was going on about it.
I'm looking at my watch.
Yeah, check out the watch that she stole from Babyface in L.A. But Looper, Wolf, and Cynthia, you three, just while talking about your past side hustle over the past week, you can't help but get the feeling and notice that there's this guy with a mohawk and funky plaid blazer just at one of the small tables kind of in the center. There's where the small tables are as opposed to the side booths. And he's sitting at one of the center tables, and he's definitely checking all of you out. And yeah, you notice that.
You're sick. You're 3 o'clock. Wolf, you're one of the o'clocks.
16.
And Tom, you notice that
How can you
they
miss-
notice you as well.
What's the matter?
I guess maybe I should go say hello. Evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's your meal going?
Good.
It's like caffeine.
Are you quality control?
No. Now, did I hear right? You guys are Team Veritas.
That'd be correct.
Oh, good.
Who's asking?
You mind if I sit down? The last 3 booths have been really rude. I scooch in and just end up pushing you guys over as I scoot in.
Oh, okay.
So,
Go.
What is this?
Yeah, and
I assume it's some kind of pitch.
before Tom gets into that, as he shoves his way into the booth, why don't you take a moment and describe exactly what the team's looking at in Tom Cat? What does he look like?
Oh, basically, like me, I'm wearing the plaid blazer. He has a mohawk. He doesn't really have a lot of cyberware. He does have a tool hand, but that's about it. Typically, a very nice jacket, but everything else is very cheap. He does have a partner in crime who would love to meet you all very soon. Matter of fact, hi, give me one moment here. Let me grab my partner here. He'd like to say hi to you guys. Hi. And the cyber stink comes out.
Whoa!
That's disgusting.
Oh, nice to meet you all.
Dude, I'm trying to.
Zooms right back in. That's my partner, Luce. He likes to say hi to everybody. Kind of has a mind of his own, so.
A handsome little fella.
That's what
Okay.
Okay.
Neat.
Who are you and what do you want? I
Well-
put my hand on my pistol in the code.
Wait.
Manners, Wolf.
I have
Be-
shot at that?
Yeah. way better than
Well,
the last. Is that
Do you not like snakes?
I'm just thinking about snakes. Thank you. I lived in the desert for like years, so don't
Okay.
ask about the snakes, okay?
All right. I won't ask about snakes ever again.
Thank you.
All right, Snake Man. What's
You said your name was Tomcat?
That's correct, madam.
Well,
So,
Tom,
yes.
what do you got like a story for us, or what's up, man?
Yeah, well, I'm a little bit of a tech. I primarily do brain dances, but mine are more carnival themed. I work down in Pacifica, and I do like, things like, bungee jumping or, roller coasters for people that don't really want to experience any kind of possible danger, but have the money to pay for it. So, things like that. Do a little bit of some other crazier stuff, but that's more for the download. But anyways, the whole thing is to kind of try to revitalize the Pacific area and try to get the carnival thing going. The city gave me a grant to try to invest in that and to get some more money down there. However, I seem to have a little bit of an issue down there with the Voodoo Boys.
Yeah.
They
And
Yeah,
to be a little specific on that too, just to clarify, you won from the city, not so much a grant of money, but you won to have an installation at Playland by the Sea down in Pacifica. So normally, Tom maybe at one of the combat zones, something would run his shop of his sort of brain dance freak show sideshow thing, but then entered in this sort of city granted contest where he won and basically gets a 2-week installation at Playland by the Sea. But like you said, the Voodoo Boys are kind of giving him some trouble about it and stuff. But I'll let you take it back there. I just wanted to clarify that a little bit.
Yeah, way back when I used to work as a nomad or run with the nomad group as their tech, and we had a bad shipment one time go south, and they were pretty pissed. But to try to save face, I offered my tech services to try to kind of make it to where we didn't go to war. And I've been working with them recently. They found out about me winning this, and they wanted a piece. And by a piece, I mean all of it. And I refused initially, and they didn't like that one bit. So they decided that to try to persuade me, we'll say, they planted some events with my wife, and my wife got locked up. Which
I'm sorry.
it happened. I mean, it's a nice city. I mean, there's about 1 billion different innocent people in jail, but that's beside the point. Well, and that would have been enough, but I was the first thing I had a son, and again, they don't like distractions, so they took him from me. They are keeping him hostage until I pay up the money.
How much are they asking from you?
Pretty much all the money from the contest.
How old is your child?
He's 2.
Yeah, we need to help this guy. You want us to go in there and get him out? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I can't really pay that well. However, I did overhear you guys talking about, having some issues with your home base and needing some armor and weapon repaired, and I'd be willing to offer all my services completely free of charge. Minus, of course, getting, products to make and modify and fix.
It always helps to have another tech around. We do have a tech already working for us, but
I do have Anchor. But Anchor is still kind of new to the trade, so I'm pretty sure he would learn a lot from him as well.
Yeah, I think we just need to go get his 2-year-old son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More like that.
Fundamentally, that's
I'm not concerned. Great, you can come help as a tech, but maybe train Anchor. But he's got a child out there.
I mean, let's be honest, guys. We've done more for less.
True.
That is true.
I do appreciate that.
This
Also,
is
because I'm trying to, get away from them and keep them from catching me and eventually locking me into some room to make me do this stuff. I'm kind of on the run, and I don't really have a place to crash. So, is there any way I can crash with you guys?
We have
a,
an
an extra one.
Oh, okay, that's fantastic. I appreciate that. Thank you.
There was no voting or nothing. You guys just said yes.
Bro, I'm sorry.
And I mean,
Should
I
we put it to a vote? Do you guys want to put it to a vote?
Human perception. He could be lying through his teeth.
I mean, if you want, yeah, he can sleep on the streets while we go look for his kid. That sounds weird.
Yeah.
No,
All right.
let's-
So
And I have other talents too. I need to roll pickpocket.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to be rolling that against Wolf.
oh dear.
I like it.
I roll perception.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Wow.
You put pick a lock?
No.
Oh, picklock. Sorry, wrong one. Pickpocket.
They're right next to each
Nice.
other.
Yeah. Tom, whatever you want to jack off Wolf, you have your choice of his agent, maybe his cred stick of his money. Maybe you could even slide out one of his weapons or something, whatever.
I'm going to take his gun out of his holster.
You're playing a dangerous game, bud.
So, Wolf, this is Wolf, right? This is a very nice gun, but looks like your sights are a tad bit off here, and
He doesn't get that much out before I have a knife to his throat, and I'm
I could have
grabbing
seen that
hold of
coming.
the gun to kind of bring it back to me.
Ooh, spicy.
trying to.
The tension.
I want to show you. I have other abilities,
It means a lot to me, especially in my hands.
but I'm also more than willing to fix it up. Try to, realign your stuff. Maybe put it on there and put some compensators in there so you don't have so much recoil to deal with. But also, as you can see, I've got many other talents too. I mean, so.
Yeah, you definitely didn't feel any of that, Wolf, and you even thought you had your hand on it for a while there during talking. And the second you relax a little bit, he was able to slide it right out from your jacket. So that does kind of flex a little bit of his skills, which is good.
Oh, I got someone's competition with pickpocketing.
Speaking out of character, I don't think it's adding in my my solo ability.
Yeah, you'll have to go to your roll ability, I believe, and then update that. Because I think before you roll, you have to actually go and edit where the points go in the different categories of your sheet. Yeah, so make sure you do that. But then the other thing too, while Tom was able to pickpocket that and kind of flex a little bit of other skills, and Phoenix did mention, we putting this to a vote, and that's when Tomcat sort of showed, like, aside from helping fix things, I've got some other skills that might be handy, and I'll let you kind of take back to that conversation of vote.
I mean, if he's good enough to pull one over on Wolf like that.
That is kind of clever.
Yeah.
He picked our solo.
That was a ballsy move there, fellow. I mean,
That could have gone real bad for you real fast.
Yeah, well, I decided, it is a nice city. You gotta live life on the edge a little bit every now and again, right?
Yeah.
yes.
I have a soft spot for kids, so I'm willing to do it for that. And then I kind of fumble with the wedding ring that's around my neck.
All right. Shall we make an official vote then?
And twist my nipple. He can stay with us.
Girl,
What you guys gonna say?
not the
How many
nipple.
contracts on you? Son?
Is that a southern statement or something? I don't think I've heard that one before, but
A very out there one.
But yeah, it sounds like the team agrees. You know, they want to help Tom get his kid back and, you know, kind of get out from the Voodoo Boys. The other thing that Tom mentions is, you know, yeah, the Voodoo Boys have kind of been controlling him and everything that he does. Obviously has to work for them for free, kind of using the kid as leverage. Now he won this installation for the next couple weeks at Playland by the Sea. He needs to maintain that. You know, during normal day hours, he needs to run his brain dance sideshow at Playland by the Sea because he's already been granted, you know, the installation. He got some of the funding. He didn't give it to Voodoo Boys. You know, he spent it on upgrading equipment, being able to do the installation there, so he doesn't have it. And now Voodoo Boys are pissed about that. Obviously, they're holding his kid as leverage. They're threatening him. But aside from that, during the 2 weeks of him trying to run this, you know, he's already been there one day. It just opened the other day. And he already ran into problems where, like, the power to his set up his sort of tent on the side there at Playland almost caught on fire. It was, like, faulty, and you checked it out, Tom, and you can tell someone obviously cut the wiring and was fucking with it. So now you're getting the feeling like Voodoo Boys are trying to sabotage your installation, just kind of fucking you up because you're doing this on the side. You didn't give them the money. Now they have your kids. So all that's kind of going on as well in this situation, just so everybody knows.
Yeah, they've done nothing but sabotage my work from day one, and it's been problematic. It's like they want me to pay them, but then how can I pay you if I don't get it working? But you know, here we are.
So we pretty much need to get them to go.
More than anything, I mean, I know you guys do what you do, but if we can expose how that they've been doing this, maybe not only can we get them to back off, but then maybe we can get them just to stop it in general, and maybe cut down the extortion in that area, so then the area can flourish a tad bit more.
Well, maybe we can have Emma help get your wife out of the situation she's in with her computer skills.
That would be fantastic.
I'm sorry. I'm still hung up on it. I thought that the Voodoo Boys were just a poser gang of just wannabes.
Well, they are. They kind of work for a bit, but then the problem is you know, so people started coming in and taking over the Voodoo Boys, and they started experimenting a little bit with technology. They're starting a little bit of a taste for it, but they're pretty ruthless too.
Yeah, they've been, you know, they've been like Tom said. You know, there's other ones kind of coming in from overseas that have been taking over the Voodoo Boys, you know, versus the poser aspect, and there's kind of this division of what the true Voodoo Boys are, as they're kind of evolving into this sort of net running tech gang that they're trying to be, using extortion and other things to kind of gain leverage and funding and stuff. But like as Tom said, you know, they try to make him work for them and do everything that they want. Like they have different people they kind of keep under their thumb. Anytime Tom has tried to do side gigs or do anything, they sabotage him, fuck him up, steal his money. It's just all about him. Then he gets this sort of city hookup at Playland by the Sea and didn't give them the money, used it to actually do the installation and try to increase his business, make a name for himself like he's been trying to do with the sideshow. And once again, they're trying to sabotage it. They're fucking him up. And like you said, they're even using his kid as leverage. Now they're, which they've always kind of had and kept as leverage to keep him working and such, but now they're kind of threatening, you know, sending some pictures and stuff saying, you know, you really shouldn't be doing this side installation. They're kind of sabotaging it. They're doing what they can without obviously being full in the public eye. They don't want the bad press for Voodoo. They don't want to have to do time. They don't want to fuck around at Playland by the Sea. It's an actual theme park in Night City. It's not necessarily the combat zone at all. So it's kind of a sticky situation. But that's everything that's kind of going on. So it seems like the gist of it here is you're letting Tom crash at the place in the time being, and the Tom being, and is, you know, agreeing to maybe help work on the spot or the the equipment and things like that for it. Missed an obvious opportunity in the Tom being. There it is. And but aside from staying at the place, he's willing to help fix it up, maybe upgrade equipment, doing anything that you need for general tech stuff. And yeah, he's at least a couple ranks above Anchor. Maybe Anchor is a specialty, isn't necessarily on some of the fabrication and things Tom does. He just does kind of basic tech work when you need it. Now you've got someone that is a bit better at that sort of shit. But in turn, yeah, you got to break this case. You need to try to get some evidence and break some type of case. Just throwing the voodoo boys under the bus, fucking them up as much as possible, making them have to deal with all that legal stuff and the bad publicity, and just kind of exposing them for what they're doing to Tomcat, and just being, what they're doing in general as a gang. And somewhere along that, trying to rescue his kid. And he needs to maintain, his installation at Playland by the Sea too. Because he got that grant money, can't really fuck up his career on that, can't pay it back. He's already spent it on the upgrading the equipment to pull it off. So all those things. What was that, Phoenix?
So then we got to try to help us get his wife out of jail.
Well, like he said, that's not necessarily...
Saturday. Got to get a 2-year-old first.
Right. The wife in jail isn't a thing that he needs help with. That's something that she was framed for. She's doing time. That's kind of a big deal, But the main thing that he's asking here is to, rescue his kid. And in process take down the voodoo boys so he can maintain this installation and what he's doing. And get out from under the voodoo boys through that process,
So it looks like we're going to be working as brain dancers? Pecs? Going undercover?
Oh, undercover?
No, not you. You've heard of being undercover. You stay undercover for like a...
Ooh, you know what undercover means? It means we can go shopping.
Why do you think I dress like this? I mean, if you were to just pass me on the street, you wouldn't even notice me. Nothing flashy. I'm incognitus.
You're all right.
No, you dress like a hobo.
I do not. I do not.
You have a mustard stain on your shirt right now.
Okay,
When's the last time you ate mustard?
That's from this morning.
It is
Don't
morning.
believe you.
What are you talking about?
We don't have any food on our table. We have coffee.
Were
He
you
had
there?
he had dry toast, I'll remind everyone.
What time is it?
Morning. Breakfast.
Yesterday morning.
Okay, so my my point stands.
So did you sleep in that leisure suit you're wearing there?
T-shirt. But,
So maybe
must have. I don't think I slept. I'm having a night of it. I'm quite hungover, and
Aaron Duran says homeless magician chic. Is that a style that you can pick in Cyberpunk Red? I wonder now. It's an upgrade, an expansion pack. But no, aside, after making fun of Looper a little bit, giving him the business, you're kind of all for, and Tomcat as well now. You're all kind of brought back to the situation. The severity of having to, help Tomcat maintain his installation at Playland by the Sea during normal hours at the park. Trying to get some evidence to expose, the voodoo boys doing fucked up stuff, just to kind of throw some legal shit at them, and in process rescuing his kid. So there's quite a bit there. I'd love the team, after picking on Looper a little, to just chat about that a little, kind of come up with at least a tentative plan, or at least a start of what to do, and just some ideas. Just chat about it a little bit.
well, I think now's the time. If we are gonna go undercover, instead of using this big ol' lug, Phoenix, if you want to help me source, I'm sure I can find a cyberware pretty much any Ripper Dock or anywhere. But if you can help me find some micro video cyberware, put in that eye, then I could get recording. No one would even know.
Yeah, I can try. Put some little contact feelers out there for you.
So what's gonna happen with your older camera? Are you gonna decommission her?
Oh, Betsy, no, she's gonna be there with me. Sometimes when I,
Whether
Matter of fact,
you're there or not.
Second?
I'm gonna look into.
can I make some phone calls now? But if I can look at my agent right now to see if
Well, I mean, just as a throw it out there, just kind of as a thank you, I could see what modifications I could make to one to make you a better one than you can probably get on the market. And
Oh, look, here's my connection. There he is, Tom.
Well, I don't think it's
Right here on the table.
you can modify that.
yeah, I mean, see about zoom or see about changing it up to where maybe you can have some of the effects of like anti-flashback and record. See what we can do. We'll come up with something. There's a lot of options there.
Yeah, because Phoenix, as the fixer, can easily source, some type of micro cam install for your Cyber Eye, and get you that option to put into your Cyber Eye, and that's easy for Phoenix to source. It would just take a couple phone calls and have it dropped off even, and then Tomcat can look at modifying it. You can kind of upgrade it or modify it. Maybe adding some type of cool function to it or something, as he said.
I like that.
And PWB in chat says you could have the old camera bronzed.
There you go.
I want to do all Betsy like that.
I mean,
Should I
gotta
make,
retire sometime, bud.
should I make a couple of phone calls for you right now while we're sitting here having breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah, and something like that easily, Phoenix, you can, just contact local Ripper Doc and source that sort of thing. I believe that's easily within your rank grasp.
Do I need to roll anything for
No,
any of that?
not at all. You have that hookup. You're within that price bracket. You should be able to get that.
Should we haggle for him?
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, give me
I
your...
call my hookup Bailey. She was like, I got this for you, girl.
Yeah, do it. Give me your haggle. And I don't know that we found haggle on the sheet. I know we were digging on that on my other team for the fixer. And I think maybe we ran into that in LA. So just give me your trading, and in the mod window in the bottom right, add in your cool stat, which I think is 8.
Okay, so
Or no, sorry, your rank ability. Sorry, which is 5. So yeah,
trading.
make sure
He's
you
one of the dudes.
make sure
He's one
you
of the
make sure you add that 5 in the mod window in the bottom left there.
Okay, where's trading?
It should be under social skills, I think.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. Yeah, and you got some +2s there. There's another one from PWB. And I kind of use that something random and pointless with the AI glitching out and reporting people to the authorities for not paying. But I have another idea too for another one that I still might drop into this session. So we'll see.
So the +5 in the adjustment or
In that little window, in the modifier window in the bottom left, just type in 5 and then click do your trading.
It's saying don't. Hold on.
Look, there's a little window down there that says modifier.
Yeah, it says do not use current target. Hold on. Okay, there it is. I accidentally hit it. Sorry. And then did the 5 go in there?
Yeah, +5. Nice. Yeah, you can get a discount. I think at yours you get a 10% discount. So we'll work that out in the eddies for Looper. But at least the initial sort of micro cam that Phoenix can source in the cyberware internal cam for your eye, she can get at a 10% discount.
There you go, my darling.
That's what, 600 for the eye and the 100 for the eye and 500 for the video camera. He slides Cretchip with 600 eddies on there, and he's like, I mean, if you're able to get yourself a deal, you might as well keep the change.
Nice. So yeah, Looper, deduct that 6, and then Phoenix, you get 60 eddies out of that. So just increase you just made 60.
So
And I'm gonna have it delivered to the house later.
Cool.
What was that, Tom?
I was gonna say, since Donna was glitching out, let me go ahead and call Donna up here. Hey, Donna.
Yeah. What? You have another. Weren't you just sitting here? I never got your order. What? Sorry, you're over here now. Okay.
Yeah, he's sitting with us now. It's okay.
I'll make a deal with you. What if we comp the table and the restaurant's meals right now if I can fix your system?
Oh, okay. You're gonna fix the AI. The
Yeah, I'll
menu.
give it a shot.
Okay. Yeah.
Not bad.
I didn't know we had a tech right here. That'd be great. I can't even get someone scheduled till next week. Yeah, give it a shot.
Oh, use a +2.
Yeah, use you got it. I think you still have 2 +2s, don't you?
Yeah.
Use them.
Or 3?
Use it.
Or 2.
Yeah,
Phoenix didn't use one. You have 3.
Oh, okay. So then we have 2.
I didn't need it.
We
Yeah,
have 3 total.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, there's probably not going to be that many other rolls. This is probably a pretty big deal for Tom. You might want to use all 3 of those +2s and give me a basic tech check.
Do it.
Use all of them.
Do it. Use all of them.
And you
+6.
can do, even though we're not kind of leaning into your roll ability here, I would need to look at it, but you can use your repair, or, wait, what is it? Here, let me bring it up.
So then it'd be repair or
Yeah, don't you have some points? Hold on. Yeah, don't you have some points in upgrade or whatever?
yeah, I believe I had. I believe I had, what was it, like 3?
Oh, fabrication is basically to repair it, right? I know one of them is you typically. Sorry, I didn't have it in front of me.
Yeah, so that would probably be. Would that be field expertise then? You think?
Yeah, go with that.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, go for that, and then do basic tech. So at least then you'll get your rank in there. You can get a couple those +2s as well.
All right. Added the modifier of +6. So that was how many? All right.
Nice. Yeah, you mess with it, start kind of getting into the gears of it, and you realize that it wasn't so much like the programming and tech. It was actually just a buildup of different flavors of kibble and some condiments and some things actually in the gears. It looks like it just hasn't been cleaned in forever, but the second you get that going, the AI drops down. Hello, welcome. Can I please take your order? And then Donna just kind of hits it. Oh my God, we hit that back up. You got it working. Holy shit. Hey, meals on the house.
Ew. Should have ordered more.
That's what I like to hear. Free food.
Yeah, free coffee. You sure you don't want to order food now?
Give me the works.
Yeah, I'll take.
I'll take Taylor's choice, Donna, if you be the queen of hearts.
Oh, you got it.
I think it was cinnamon pancake things that we had last time.
Yeah.
I'll take the Grand Sham breakfast.
Same.
Okay.
Grand Sham for me.
Nice, you got it. Yeah, I got you all down. We'll have that out right away. And thanks so much.
No, here. Thank you.
And she goes back to the kitchen, putting in the order as Tom was able to fix up the AI situation, which also kind of flexes his skills, not just a pickpocket action earlier, but now you got to see Tom actually fix this whole system here.
I gotta say, that was impressive.
Yes, he loves his Donna. Thank you for fixing it. Donna's a hard little worker.
Yeah, I've been here a few times. Every now and again when I get up here.
So where are you originally from?
Well, a little bit all over. I kind of grew up with a ganger group and with my sister. I had chat with her every now and again, but then after I got a little bit older, I decided to join up with the Nomad group, and I was with them for about 10, 15 years, and then unfortunately, that's what brought me into my situation now.
Well, let's fix that situation for you, bud.
All right, let's get to
I
it.
mean,
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of undercover. So we need to know about your whole business line and everything.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, basically, like I said, I do brain dances that are carnival-based themed, freak show-based themed. So say, for example, you wanted to know what it would be like to go full cyber psycho, but you don't want to deal with the, minor problem of mad tack or max tack. So, my brain dances give you the option to live that experience without any of the danger. We have things like that.
People actually want that? They want to feel that?
Oh, yeah. You'd be amazed what people are into.
How many employees do you have with you right now?
Currently, it's really just like me. I'm kind of a solo dolo, or a solo choom, I guess.
Well, how many little booths do you have set up for this?
Currently, I just have the one, but I'm looking at expanding. But,
Okay. It should be actually pretty easy for us to go undercover. We could just feign being employees.
With the decorators you hired to actually make it improve, did get money.
Yeah, so we could definitely, I can definitely sneak you guys in there, and once we get you guys looking a little bit more like parties, then, get y'all set up.
Get to play dress up.
Yeah, and you could
Or like-
easily
Down, like blooper level, dressed down.
yeah, and you could
Can't dress
easily
this down.
and like you said, you could easily get you in as, faking as employees as part of his installation, he won the spot there at Playland by the Sea, but it's not like they know exactly how many employees he has or any of that. He won based on his submission, but yeah, he could get you in.
Easy peasy.
So, what all do you know about these voodoo boys, or where they might be holding your son?
Unfortunately, I don't have. I've been looking around. There hasn't been a lot of information given yet, as far as like any information that they've sent me, like pictures or anything. Like the child seems fine, like nothing bad's happened to the kid yet. But as far as locations, they've been taking him all over. So they're moving him around or they're filtering it. But
I could have Emma look into it.
that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, it's making people talk, man.
Well, I'm thinking if we have her look into it and cross-reference the locations, we can probably figure out that either they're going around a localized area, meaning that there's like safe houses around, or that, like he said, they're masking their location.
It's really hard to move a 2-year-old.
It's pretty hard to move a 2-year-old, especially when Terrible Twos is called Terrible Twos for a reason. He's going to be loud. It's going to be pretty obvious he's not with them.
Yeah, I figure like they were having him in one place. We gotta figure out who's ordering kid food too.
Yeah.
Oh, buy the ticket, take the ride.
But do you have any other questions about the situation?
I'm sure they'll come up. I mean, you're gonna be bunking with us, so.
Right.
Yeah, so it sounds like yeah, no, exactly. It sounds like at least the team agrees to help him to stay there, and like Looper said, you'll get to chat about it a bit more. But at least you were able to get some food as Donna stacks the table with more food that can barely fit on the tabletop, and you're able to kind of just get to know each other a little bit better, eat some food, kind of kill some time before you head back to the home base, and yeah, it sounds like he'll be able to sneak you in, or at least just bring you into Playland by the Sea as part of his installation, so he can still maintain it and such. It sounds like you'll need to dig around, try to find out where the fuck the Voodoo Boys are based out of, or at least keeping his kid and things like that. And then obviously throughout the whole process of all these things, put some shit on the Voodoo Boys, make them have to deal with some legal issues and some other shit possibly, or whatever it takes basically to expose them for the crimes that they're doing. So you have all that sort of stuff to discuss. It sounds like you at least have a start with faking, being employees and getting into the Playland by the Sea and starting there. But when we start up on the last Wednesday of this month, we'll start off at the home base. We'll act as if, you were able to kind of hang out at the 24-hour cafe, finish up food, and then head to the home base, let Tom move in. So we'll start off at the home base with him moving in, picking a room, and then the team kind of hanging out and discussing the next step. And we can even play it as if, he moved in at the evening of tonight. And then we'll streamline through the night to start the next day, where you'll have to kind of wake up and get to his installation, get to Playland by the Sea, and start kind of at least with that first responsibility so he can maintain his, what he has to do. But is there anything else from Tomcat's life path or background? I know Phoenix kind of asked, where he's from and things like that, and you kind of got to elaborate a little bit on the nomad background, and traveling and getting into tech stuff and starting your brain dance sort of sideshow experience thing. Is there any other tidbits of information or flavor, anything that Tomcat might have told the team or got into just casually over the course of this cafe? And if not, don't feel bad. You don't have to come up with anything on the spot. I'm just giving that opportunity in case there's anything else to chat about.
What's your son's name?
Logan.
Logan.
Good name.
Is that Logan Cat or?
Logan Xavier.
Oh, okay.
He kept his name just to kind of ironically try to keep him safe.
Well, first top floor, second door on the left, room's off limits. But any other room, that seems like it's open and available.
Yeah, shout out to Purple Fire Drake in chat who played Kira. She said, "My room is off limits." Oh wait, I live in a bus.
We have an empty spare room that nobody uses.
I was referring to Amos's room that's still got all his.
Yeah, we still kept it vacant.
That's funny.
All right. Also, if you guys want to go ahead and give me a list of things you want done around the place when we get in, and any modifications or things that you need done to your weapons, armor, what have you, just let me know, and I'll gradually get through that as soon as I can.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'll keep you quite busy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got a bow, an assault rifle, a sniper rifle. Those three. That'd be a good start if you can upgrade those.
And yeah, I know that the team was talking about the home base needing some work and stuff as well. So that's probably a good thing to have a tech around to possibly help with some of those things too.
Yeah, because we don't lock at our door sometimes.
Just don't take down the
lock on there.
Wall that we kind of jimmy to fix around, but
As long as he does not take down the fireman's pole, I'm okay with anything he does in the building.
Don't touch that.
It's fun, dude.
I know, it's so much fun.
You'll see when you get there next session, but at least they're painting a little picture that there's plenty of work for you to do, Tom, staying with this team.
Yeah, and Phoenix will be getting a call soon, so you're going to have to be fixing that.
Definitely.
Could you potentially take a normal handgun and make it into a hand cannon?
Lordy girl.
I'd be more than happy to take the opportunity to try it.
Give Night City a chance, and
No. Affectionately.
I always love it, Adam.
Oh, Lordy. Ooh.
well,
I dropped some tip down for our gracious host and get up and run to the bathroom because I think there's something going on with the food. Phoenix has got to go. Move.
Dear.
Yeah, it looks like
Again.
Phoenix might have just taken that something random and pointless and ran with it.
She running pointless to the restroom. Get out of the way.
I don't know if it's because I've been away from Night City or I've just grown accustomed to kibble, but this actually doesn't taste half bad.
I'm saying, man.
Yeah,
The kibble crumbles, huh?
Yeah, if anything, I would say maybe the stomach's a little upset from actually getting some decent food, because you ordered off the top shelf of this diner menu when you realized it was comped, and you're used to your kibble sponsorship. You're used to kind of lots of processed stuff. Maybe in this case, you kind of all of you gorged on all the top shelf food from the diner. Maybe it's hitting you a little hard. You're used to lesser quality.
A little heavy. It's a little heavy.
It is a little heavy, but no, it sounds good. I think everyone got at least a starting picture of Tomcat. You got a little taste of the flavor, and he's moving in, so you're gonna get to hang out. You're helping him with this. It sounds like your next gig is to kind of crack this story, and just internally within Team Veritas, that hey, if you can expose Voodoo Boys and actually put out some dirt on a gang and kind of what they're doing to Tom and his installation, and that'll probably satisfy sponsors too. Most of the sponsors can get attached to a story like that. So hey, you can help Tom. If you can rescue his kid, fuck yeah. But if you can help Tom, it's not only exposing Voodoo, but it's a paid gig too. So it's kind of like a win-win here. And in the meantime, him staying there, he can fix up the place, work on equipment, things like that. So keep that in mind as well. But yeah, I think that was a great start to the new player kind of coming into the fold, to having Chris bring Tomcat into the team. I thought it was a great 24-hour cafe sort of role play session where we got to do a little side hustle, make sure everybody can make a little side cash, and it's possible we can lean on Tomcat's side hustle when we start the next session going back in, because I am kind of curious to come up with a story for that and get a little extra cash for Tom too, since everyone else got to get some money. But no, it was great to role play that in. And it was cool that Tom got to fix the AI, kind of get the comped meals. That was a fun little improv thing. And thanks for chat for being part of it, dropping some +2s to make sure that was a success, but also bringing in that something pointless and random. We always have fun doing these special little cafe role play sessions. They're a little different than the normal gameplay, but it allows us to kind of transition from the old campaign to the new campaign, and in this case, get the new player into the fold. So that was really cool, really fun, and again, thanks everybody for being part of it. I want to tell chat, don't go anywhere. I plan on raiding our community manager and brand manager for Cybernation Uncensored. Some of you maybe have seen we got some new team members joining us, but they've got a stream going on a different channel, so I'm going to raid that here when we end, so everyone kind of hang out. Maybe you can check some of that out. Aside from that, tune into Sirenscape Twitch channel tomorrow for my Sirenscape weekly Cyberpunk Red gameplay, and then Saturday is my Team Nevermore. Awesome. Thanks so much, everybody, and yeah, we'll see you next time.
Bye!
Cybernation Uncensored.